This evening I'm going over this Toyota Tacoma that I've done work on before, and it was the safety caps frame fix piece that goes on. I put it on both sides. Haven't had this in here for a while, so we're going to kind of go over it a little bit. Basically he's at 309,000 miles now, and he's starting to get a noise up front. I'm pretty sure it is a idler pulley. That's what it sounds like. I have a like a stethoscope that you can listen to it and see what it sounds like. But before we do that, I'm gonna lift this up in the air. We're gonna take a look at the safety caps that I put on the frame that was rusted out really bad, and take a look at it and see how they're doing. Take a look at the rest of the frame and see what it looks like. Okay. I'm gonna start at the back here and work our way up. So when we had this in here, we took this coating and sprayed on the frame as much as we could to get it covered. We sprayed inside here. Looks like it's actually holding up, other than right here. We're starting to get some rust right here on this. So this is going to be another bad issue there. This is the front of your rear spring, and it's a little spot right there. Now right here is where I started with the safety cap. I mean, it's, to me, it looks like it's holding up really well. All the welds are still good. Those welds up there are good. Welded all in here, all there, all up here around it. Let's look at the outside. That looks good. I mean, to me, I think it's been over a year since I put these on, and he's drove this thing all over. I mean, he's put quite a bit of miles. He works out of this truck a lot. That's why he just basically patch it, keep going. I think it looks good, you guys. I don't see any signs of issues or anything. The rest of the frame, I mean, where this wasn't put on, or we didn't have any cap put on it, there's a couple spots that might be an issue. I don't think y'all can see it. Oh, okay, you see the little bitty circle of rust up there? It's kind of in a similar spot this one is, right there. So that might be an issue coming up. Well, it is an issue. It's rust. And we got a spot back in here. Now I'm pretty sure they sell the safety cap for the sides of these for the back section. So I may talk to him and see what he wants to do there. But other than that, it looks good. I mean, this caps that I put on are holding up, and it doesn't look like it's rusting through at all. So anyway, I'm gonna put it back down on the ground, and we're gonna find out which pulley this is that's making all the noise. This is what I use for the trying to listen on spots on the engine. Basically, it's like a little doctor's stethoscope type thing. You put it there, have that in your ear, and you can kind of get close to where you're hearing the noise, or right on it. Like in this thing right here. I don't know if you'd be able to see it, but there's not an idler pulley right there. where I got the rod going to, and I'll put this on the end of the nut or the bolt and listen to it, and then I'll take and come over to this other side. There's one up top here that's right down in there, and I'll put it on top of the bolt and listen to it. And then you got actually two more down lower underneath this hose. Okay, I'm gonna start it up. Kind of hard to hear above all the fan noise, but I am kind of leaning towards the one on the passenger side. It sure sounds like that is the one, I think. So I'm going to pop this belt off. Okay, I got the belt off, so I may have to go at this from underneath, which means I got to take the skid plate off. Take off this, I call it a skid plate, but it really is not. I mean, that's pretty flimsy. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Alright, so under here we can get a much better look at what we're dealing with. This is your bottom idler pulley. I don't know if y'all can see the reflection stuff here, but that one is 100% bad. So it's getting changed, and this one up here is getting changed because it's pretty loose. The other two are not so bad, and he possibly should get a belt. This belt ain't looking too good, so we may end up doing that too. We're looking at the front of the motor here, facing. This is your tensioner pulley. Now, to loosen it, you turn this bolt clockwise to the right. If you try to turn it to the left, which would normally be loosened, you're just going to keep tightening it and something's going to end up breaking. So anyway, that is the tensioner pulley. That one definitely needs replaced, and you can see the belt has been sticking to it. So something's up with that. I think we're going to replace the belt for sure. And this is the bottom idler pulley. You can see all the gunk on it. But here's the bearing. Yeah, you see how much play is in this bearing? So that's where all his noise has been coming from. So we got both of those. I picked up both of them. There's that one, and there is that one, which I think is possibly the same. Not really sure. It looks a little different. So we may take this one back and swap it out. So I have my idler pulley right there, and the tensioner just goes right above it, which the one pulley that I had, well, the two pulleys, one of them was right, which I need two of. I took the other one back. They did not have the other one, which is a 233-0123, which is a Murray number, and I went ahead and got a belt. So because I need to have that off the lift tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and put the belt on, and the old tensioner that it's pretty wore, but it'll work for now. It's not as bad as the idler was. So we're going to put this back on and that back on so I can get it off the lift, and I will replace the tensioner pulley as soon as it comes in tomorrow. Now, to fish the belt out of this thing, I'm just going to start taking it loose. You got to get it off the bottom stuff. Well, get it off all the pulleys. And then it's probably just going to hang out around the fan. It kind of come around this fan, just like that. So basically took it around the fan, and it should come off from the bottom now. So anyway, let me see if I can get the belt out of here. There we go. Just fish it out of there, and here is your belt. If you notice, I mean, it's pretty rough. It definitely probably wasn't going to make it another summer. And I'm going to check the length of these against the new one. Okay, for checking the length of them, I just take them on a bar, something, and pull them both together. They're good. They are the same length. Alright, we got our belt back on. I stuck the old pulley on, the tensioner, but we're just going to switch that out tomorrow. So we're going to start this up and see if it got rid of our noise, because the worst one was the one on the bottom. Okay guys, so we are done with this. It's running. A lot of the sound is gone. There's a little bit of a sound left, but that'll be taken care of with the other pulley once I get it. And I'm gonna go ahead and back this out, and I will see y'all in the next video. And if you would, go down and hit the like and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.